How's it going, guys? This is John Timothy M. Gallardo, and today I will perform our Summative Assessment 1 in Digital Electronics 2.
Instructions: submit the blog of your created application for the digital input and digital output for the PIC microcontroller utilizing the MCC and MPLAB XIDE. It must show how the hardware works based on the created flowchart and source code submitted in the lecture subject. Now here are the materials needed for our summative assessment. Here's our flowchart. We declare the variables, assign while, input switch, create a while loop and set the conditions. When the switch is on, the LEDs will light up for 250 milliseconds, starting from LED 1 and 6, then LED 2 and 5, and last is LED 3 and 4. Otherwise, LEDs 1, 3, and 5 will light up for 500 milliseconds, following by LEDs 2, 4, and 6 that will also light up for 500 milliseconds. And now, here's our source code. For this summative assessment, we will use the MPLAB XIDE and MPLAB XIPE applications. We will use MPLAB XIDE to create the program and MPLAB XIPE to install the program. Now let's start. Create a new project, select microchip embedded and standalone project. For the device, use PIC 16F18875. Next, use X8 as the compiler toolchain. Name the project Summative 1. Then browse your desired target location for the project. Click Finish. After the loading is finished, click Tools, Embedded, then select MPLAB Code Configurator. Click Save. Click the output under port A 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And under port B5, click the input. Go to pin module and set their custom names. Uncheck the analog. For RB5, check the WPU. Go back to the system module. The oscillator select should be H-pin TOSC. The HF internal clock should be 4 MHz. The clock divider should be 4. And the low voltage programming enable should be checked. Then click Generate. After generation is complete, go back to project, Summative 1, source files, then main C. Now let's type the code. After typing the code, click Build and wait for it until build successful. Now we will connect the PK3 and ICT2 with the IC to our personal computer to install the program. Now open the MPLAB XIPE to install the program. We can see that our PK3 is recognized by the application. Click Connect. Click OK. After connection is successful, go to Settings, Advanced Mode, enter the default password. Go to Power, set the voltage level to 3.125. Power target circuit from PK3 should be checked. After that, go back to Operate and browse our hex file. Now here's our hex file. After hex file loaded successfully, click Program. OK. Now that programming is complete, we can now disconnect our PK3 to get our IC. Now let's create the circuit. Now here's the result. We can observe that the output is the same on what I put in the flowchart. While the switch is off, LEDs 1, 3, and 5 lights up for 500 milliseconds and LEDs 2, 4, and 6 follows. When the switch is on, the LEDs lights up for 250 milliseconds successively, LED 1 and 6, then LED 2 and 5, then last is LED 3 and 4.
And that concludes our summative assessment 1. See you guys next time. Goodbye.